Yeah, it's a great morning. Nice and wet, wind blowing. Freaking piece of tin up there's been banging around for the last hour. And yeah, my sinuses are stuffed up this morning. Yesterday was nice. I enjoyed that. Oh well, as long as it all stays up in my head and it don't move farther south, we're good, right? I don't know how much it rained. I just know it was raining when I came out, and it's still wet. It is what it is. Clouds are moving. Let's see what we get today. Well, I got the cover off. That was fun enough. And I don't know if I can get you where I can show you. Actually looks really good in here. I mean, there's a little oil on the throwout bearing. Appears to be a leaky on the front of the transmission. Doesn't seem to be the engine. Yeah, no big deal. It's going to be that way. Been that way for a long time, but look at how clean that freaking clutch housing is. Looks really good. Good opportunity to grease that throwout bearing. But, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get my hands up there to find the set screw to loosen that. And I don't think that shaft's just going to slide over on its own. But we'll find out. Look at that big, huge TV. 2 big boxes that we had to order, but we're not going to use because TV came in. Hey, a box just like the one that was all water damaged was in, except that box isn't damaged. So that's how we're going to send it, the water damaged one, back. Doesn't know what to focus on. Here, it'll focus on the dog, maybe. So anyway, it's up there. Fancy pedestal mount Becky put together, and I helped her get the TV stuck to it. So, there, it'll focus on the dog again. Go figure. And she's working on getting the shipping labels. Turn it off so we can take it to the US or UPS store and return it. Yay! Just one more thing to do, right? But, hey. There's the old TV underneath the microwave. Actually fits underneath the microwave completely.
It's dirty as hell.
It's dirty as hell, she says, but the new one's much bigger. And it's a pretty nice picture, too. Nice and clear. I told her it would fit. And yeah, Becky watches Kelly Clarkson.
No judgment, bitches.
She says, no judgment, you know. Yeah. I'm going to find something to eat. Probably by the time I get something to eat, she'll have the labels done, and then we'll get to go to town. Yay! She says I have to help her with that. Hey, since we're out and about, right there is what really kind of used to be the Washington County Fairgrounds. City of Hillsborough took over this part of it, said, oh, it was in the plans to always be ours. They punched a street through the middle of it. Another street on your side of the building through the middle of it. Most of the building's been torn down. They built a new big fancy one back there, and all that is a joke. And yeah, you know, you can't have any livestock there anymore. And by the way, that ground was donated by the farmer that used to own the ground, specifically for the Washington County Fair. Yet, you know, the county commissioners decided that they own it. No, they never did. And they decided they controlled everything. And there's still a fair board, but the fair board answers to the commissioners. Go figure. But before that, the fair board answered to nobody but the fair board. And if you had a shitty fair manager, you went to the fair board. Now with a shitty fair manager who's running into the ground, you can't even go to the county commissioners because she is their favorite pet. Isn't it wonderful? I just thought I'd bring that up. And yeah, we're in Hillsborough. And I can remember when all this was farm ground. really, not that long ago. Haha. And up here at the traffic light, I mean, that was kind of the edge of town. A couple friends of mine grew up within a block of the traffic light up here. Other than that, it was all farm ground. It's a long ways from where I'm at now to get to any farm ground. You got to get past Intel before you get to any farm ground. And they own way too much. Oh yeah, we're going to the bank. Yay. We just headed out of town now. There's a little water for you. There's 600 acres there that's all underwater right now, just right there. And used to haul a lot of silage off of that. Used to haul from there down to Tillamook, and then the guy was hauling for, he broke his neck and retired. Another guy started farming the place, and we hauled from there to St. Paul, Oregon, to another dairy down there. So figured I'd show you that. In the dry spot here, just 'cause it's a little higher. And I showed you some of this water the other day. The river's actually right there. But that's all full of water. That's all full of water. And before my time, this was Corduroy Road, a bridge all the way through town. And now the old timers are all gone. They used to talk about it, but if you were in town, you could hear the milk wagon when they hit the bridge at this end. And at the other end of the bridge was literally Carnation, where the milk wagon was going. And they said you could hear that all over in, back then Hillsboro was a little smaller. You could hear that everywhere in town. Hear him coming all the way. And yeah, this is our day. A little bright spot now, but you got to keep the wipers on. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. The little tidbits. Another tidbit from way before my time. Road up here on our right. That was when my mother's great uncle had a big dairy down there many years ago, and that's who the road was named after. Yeah, yeehaw! Dang phone reset back to photo and wouldn't go back to video. One thing I don't like about this phone, it does kind of mess around that way. It wants to go back to photo most of the time. So, you know what time of day it is. Threw a couple bales inside for the 2-year-olds because, ain't worth firing tractor up for one bale. We'll feed 4 tomorrow. Oh, and look, they know I'm still clean, so they're going to run past me. See if they can splatter me. Cut across while I can before I get run over. Boomer behind me. She wouldn't run me over though. She's a sweetheart. Now Lena there on the other hand. Yeah, Lena can be kind of a, but So on paper, what's this, the 13th? Well, on paper in about 2 days, the bulls actually bred the first day they were out. But I'm not holding my breath, although there's a few that are, she's pretty runny. Noticed a couple of them are. I don't know why. Shouldn't be worms, better not be. We don't need that shit again. There's a few that are getting a little looser, a little more flush. And here's what's when you're the biggest cow in the place, you can just stand wherever the hell you want and scratch. If they want around, they'll figure out how to get around. But no, we do have quite a few of them that are pretty loose, but I don't know. Maybe we're into some hay that's making them looser. It's not like it's the best quality, but oh well, it is what it is. And of course, from here I can't see the ones I really wanted to see that were showing a little flush. They're already in there anyway, I think. Either that or still laying in a barn. But, oh well. There's that coming 4-year-old that was first calver last year as a 3-year-old. Walking up. Had that alien-headed calf. He did good though. She did really good raising him. I hope she does that good again. That old girl there. Kind of wondering. I think that's the one that was riding a couple others here a few days ago. You know, anything can happen. She could have slipped one. She had a calf when we brake checked. And they can slip one and you'll never find it. And she doesn't really act. I mean, hell, yeah, cows act, but sometimes you can tell which one might have slipped one because they act a little funny for a few days anyway. But we'll find out at the end of calving season, whenever the hell that's going to be. Maybe this year we'll have a normal summer and we're still not going to be a 60-day calving season because they're spread out too much to even gain time enough. But we can hope, right? So, thanks for watching, everybody.